Hello children, welcome to another class of computer lessons. Today we are going to learn about our fifth chapter. Its name Tables and Hyperlinks in HTML. Tables and Hyperlinks in HTML. Then, have you heard about HTML? Yes. So, HTML is, what is the full form of HTML? HTML. What is HTML? Hyper text, M markup, then L language. Yes, so HTML is hypertext markup language. So this is a coding language used to create web pages. So this is a coding language used to create web pages. We know web pages because we are aware of web pages. If you want to search a particular topic, then you can use the browser, and then after searching the topic, the information related to that topic will display on the monitor screen, right? So that we can say hypertext markup language is a coding language used to create web pages, and collections of web pages is website, right? Then here hypertext means is the text with cross-reference links to other web pages or any other or same web pages. That means we can, if you click that link in a particular document, it goes to the same document's other part or other document side. So that hypertext markup language contain what? Hypertext. Then next, in this type of language, there are some tags. Tag, T-A-G-S, tags. Tag means what? It is a markup which indicates how the information, how it looks, how the body looks. So that is tag. So we can represent tag using this bracket. Open tag and closed tag is represented using a backslash. So this is closed tag. These are tags, and also other part of this HTML document is attributes. A-T-T-R-I-B-U-T-E-S. Attributes. Attribute means which provide additional information to the tag. Which provides, attributes provide additional information. Information to the tag. So here markup language describes how HTML works. With a markup language, you can simply mark up a text document with tags and tells the browser how to structure it to display. That means the browser reads the HTML code and then displays it in the form of web pages. So when we use a browser, how it reads the HTML document? The browser reads the code. Which code? HTML code. And then it reads the HTML code and then displays the web pages according to the instructions which you written on the code. That means browser reads the document, HTML document, and displayed as web pages. Right? Okay. So there are some essential HTML tags. Or essential HTML tags. Essential HTML tags, which include, there are three parts. First, an HTML part. Second one, a head part. And then third one, a body part. An HTML document consists of three parts. An HTML document consists of three parts: an HTML part, head part, and body part. So we can represent using tags. That means this is HTML tag, open tag, and closely using, this is HTML end tag. This is the first one, HTML tags, open and closed tag. Second one, head tag, head tag, and this is the closed head tag. Then third one, body tag, B-O-D-Y, body tag, and this is end of body tag. And within the head tag there is another tag which is named title. What is that? Title, T-I-T-L-E, title tag. Title. So in HTML document there are three parts. First, HTML part. So this is the starting of the document HTML, and here this is the end tag or end HTML tag. Then next, beginning of head tag and closing of or ending of head tag. And this is the body part. So beginning of body tag and then ending of body tag. And within the head tag we can include the title of the web page. So we can use a title tag, that is opening or beginning of the title tag and ending of the title tag. So we can type or enter the sentence or the title within the title tags, between the open and ending of the title tag. So the structure of HTML is structure of HTML. First, opening HTML. Here the document starts. Then next head tag. Then inside the head tag we can include title tag. So then after that we can close the title tag here. Then next ends the head tag here. Ending of the tag can be represented using a slash. Then next, body tag. Then here we can include the content of the web page, or the main important content can be inserted within the body tags. So here the opening of body tag and here it ends. Then next step, closing of HTML tag. So HTML document starts from here and ends here. This is the first part. Head tag starts from here and ends here. So within the head tag we can include what? Title of the web page. Then the content should be inserted between the body tags, between the opening body and the closed body tag. So this is the structure of HTML. That means a document should be started the beginning of HTML tag and ends with the closing of HTML tag. Okay. Then next is, what is an HTML tag? So this is the HTML tag which defines the document, which represents HTML and closed using the tag HTML of closing tag. Next is head tag. Head tag will not appear on the web page, but this title should be inserted within the head tag. That means you can or provide title to the web page from where within the head tag. So you can type here, for example, the title of the web page is festival. So we can write festival here. So the title of the web page is what? Festival. Then next we can include the content in body tags. The next is creating an HTML document. Creating an HTML document. That means here we can create the HTML document using Notepad. For example, just open the Notepad program and type the entire code of HTML and then saved with an extension .htm or .html. So how to create an HTML document? Open the Notepad. Open Notepad. Then type the content or code. Type the code. Then save the file with extension .htm or .html. So next is attributes. Attribute means the attributes provide some additional information to the tag. For example, background color or background image, font type, font size. These are some of the attributes. So when we add some additional information to that tag, the web page should look more beautiful and attractive, so that we can add attributes. So next is attributes. Attribute means it provides information to the tag. Provides information. Example, background color or BG color. Then font size, font face, then text color, then font color, etc. So these are the attributes. Next, heading tag or text formatting tag. So there are some text formatting tags. So let's see what are the text formatting tag. Text formatting tag. So first one is heading tag. Heading tag. Heading tag means we can increase or decrease the size of a particular heading. We can set the size of a text. We can set the size of a particular text. That means that is heading tag. So these heading tag can be represented using HN. This is the open head tag and closed head tag. Open head tag and closed head tag. So N represents the size of the tag, size of that tag. For example, we can set N equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, H7. These are the size of the tag, that is size of the heading tag. So from H1 to H7, H1 is the largest size and H7 is the smallest size. So H1 is the largest, H7 is the smallest. So this is heading tag, which can be represented using the tag HN. N starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 7, and that is H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6 and H7. And from these, H1 is the largest size and H7 is the smallest heading tag. Then next is bold tag. Bold. Bold tag means we can increase the thickness of the text. For example, here is the tag. So after applying bold, we can increase the thickness of the text. That is bold. So bold tag can be represented using the letter B. B for bold. That is the opening of bold tag and closing of bold tag. D represents for bold tag. So you can use the bold tag, bold of the text using which tag? Bold tag, which represents letter B. This is the opening of bold tag and closing of bold tag. And next, italic tags. italic tags. That means if you want to write the text in italic format, you can use the italic tag. So write the sentences in italic format. You can use which tag? Italic tag. So italic tag can be represented using the letter I. So it should like this I. This is the opening of italic tag and this is the closing of italic tag. So this is the italic tag. We can type the text in italic format. Next is underline tag. Underline tag. Underline tag. That means if you want to make an underline to the text, you can use which tag? Underline tag. So underline tag can be represented using the letter U. So this is the opening of underline tag and this is the closing of underline tag. Yes. So here opening of underline tag and closing of underline tag. That means underline the text. Underline text. Okay. Next is strikeout tags. Strike through means what? Strike out tags. Put a cross line from right to the next end. This is strikeout. A line crossing the text, that is strikeout. So you can, if you want to put a line through the center of the, from right to the center of the text, you can use which tag? Strikeout tag. So here this is the opening of strikeout and then next is closing of strikeout tag. Opening of strikeout tag and closing of strikeout tag. Next is superscript. Superscript tag. Superscript tags. Superscript means, for example, x square. This is superscript. The position of 2 is above the, or we can use exponential. So if you want to type any type of exponential format, so you can use superscript tag. So superscript tag can be represented using the letter S, U, P. And this is the opening of superscript tag and the closing of or the ending tag is SUP. So this is superscript tag. So if you want to make an exponential form, you can use superscript tag. Next is subscript tag. Subscript. Subscript means what? For example, H2O. This is subscript. We can write 2 below the letter H. That is subscript. So if you want to make any subscript between the text, you can use which tag? Subscript tag. So the format or the syntax of subscript tag is SUB. This is the opening of subscript, and then this is the closing of subscript. For example, H, then sub, to, then closing of sub. So finally the output is H2. Right? So this is the subscript tag. Then next is paragraph tag. Paragraph tag. Paragraph. Paragraph tag means, we know paragraph means typed continuously without pressing the enter key. We can type continuously without press enter key. That makes a paragraph, right? So we can make a paragraph using a tag, that is paragraph tag. So which can be represented using the letter or the syntax of paragraph tag is P. And this is the opening or beginning of the paragraph tag, and this is the ending of paragraph tag. Then next is center tag. If you want to make a sentence on the center, you can use center tag. Center, C-E-N-T-E-R, center tag. So that is opening of center, then closed center tag. So this is the opening of center tag and closed of center tag. Next is font tag. Font. So font tag means we can use attributes to the font tag. That means we can change the font type, font size, font color, etc. So that is font tag. The syntax of font tag is opening of the font tag, then closing of the font tag. Right? So these are the main important text formatting tags. And then next is another one is break tag. So before that, once again, first one heading tag. So heading tag syntax is HN. Then next is bold tag. So bold tag syntax is letter B. Then italic tag, letter I. Then underline tag, letter U. Then next paragraph tag, letter P. Then strikeout tag, then strikeout. Next center tag, center. Yes. Superscript tag, SUP. Subscript tag, SUB. These are the tags which is used for text formatting. So next another type of tag, line break tag. So before that we have to learn some of the attributes which is used in the font tag. So let's see what are the attributes used in the font tag. So first one is font color. First one is what? Font color. So the font color syntax is first write font, then type equal to your color name, or font type is equal to, or font is equal to color name. You can select your color from here. That is font color. So font color means syntax is font equal to, within the double quotes you can write the color, and then this is the closing of font tag. Example, font equal to, just select orange, then after that close the font. So first attribute is what? Font color. It changes the color of the text string. It changes the what? Color of the text string. Then next is font size. Font size means you can enter the size of the text. That means you can use 1, 2, 3, etc. So font size is equal to, so next attribute is font size. Font size. Font size means size of the font start from 1 to 7. So you can set any number from this range of size. So the syntax of font size is font size equal to, you can enter the number. For example, let me write 1. So this is the syntax. Then closing the font tag. So font size is equal to, you can write the number or size of the text you want to apply for the text. Then next is face. So third one is font face. Next, font face. Font face means you can apply the type of the font. For example, Arial, Calibri, Times New Roman. There are many font types. So you can choose your suitable type and apply for the text. So the syntax of the font face is font, then face equal to, next Arial. Just select Arial, then closing the font. So font closed. So this is the syntax of font face. So now let's discuss the break tag. So before that, once again, what are the 3 attributes in font tag? First one, font face, font size, font color. Font color, font is equal to, write the color of your color you want to apply for the text. Second one, font size. Font size means font, then write size equal to, enter the number you want to apply for that text. For example, it ranges from 1 to 7. You can select 1, 2, 3, etc. up to 7. Then next is font face. Font face means you can apply particular type of the or face of the type to the text. For example, Arial, Calibri, etc. So you can apply particular type of the text for the particular text you want to display on the monitor or the web page. So here font face is equal to, select the font type and then close the font tag. Next is line break tag. Line break tag. So line break tag means if you want to break a line. So line break tag indicates what? Break a line. So we can use a tag, that is line break tag. So the syntax of line break tag is BR, which is used to break the line, that is BR. So before that, let me remind you there are two types of tag: empty tag or standalone tag and container tag. Two types of tag. Two types of tag. So first one is empty tag. Second one is container tag. So empty tag means it's also called standalone tag. Standalone tag. So empty tag does not contain an int tag. For example, the example of empty tag is dr tag. So that means there is no ending tag like this. It have only an opening tag. So that type of tag is known as empty tag. We can also say it is stand-alone tag. But we know paragraph tag or heading tag, these are container tag because they have end tags, right? So there are two types of tag: empty tag and container tag. Empty tag does not have an end tag. So line break tag is an example of empty tag. So what is the purpose? To break the line. Next is horizontal rule tag. Horizontal rule tag. Horizontal rule tag. So horizontal rule tag means you can insert a horizontal line below the text. So that is horizontal rule tag, which is represented using the letter HR. So opening of the HR, horizontal rule, and closing of the HR. So that is, sorry, horizontal rule tag is also an empty tag. So horizontal rule tag, which is represented using HR, so which is used to apply a horizontal line below the text. So once again, what are the things we have learned today? At first, a quick revision of HTML. So what is HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. So this is a coding language used to create web pages. In many times we searched a particular topic using browsers. So the browser reads the code of or HTML document and then it displays as web pages. Then hypertext means it is the text with cross-reference links between the pages. Then it contains tags. Tags means it is a markup which indicates how the content should look. Then next is attributes. Attribute means it provides additional information to the tag. For example, BG color, font size, font face, etc. These are alignment. Then that means right alignment, left alignment, center, alt, etc. These are the attributes which provides additional attractiveness or additional information to a particular web page. Then the essential tags present in HTML is there are three parts. An HTML part, which is the beginning and ending of the document. Second one, a head part which does not provide a heading to the web page, but within the head tag we can insert the title of the web page. So that is used by a tag known as title tag. So opening of the title tag and closing the title tag. So it contains 3 parts. Then last part is body tag. Body tag means the content should be placed or content should be written inside the body tag. So opening body tag and closing body tag. So these are the 3 parts: HTML part, heading part and body part. Then next is basic HTML structure. First HTML part, then you can write head part, then finally you can write what body part. So after that ending the HTML part. Then how to create an HTML document? First open the Notepad program and enter the code or document of the HTML and then save it an extension .htm or .html. Then next we have discussed the text formatting tag. So first one is heading tag using the letter HN. N varies from 1 to 7 and H1 is the largest size of the heading tag and H7 is the smallest size of the heading tag. Next is bold tag. Bold tag means you can represent the letters in bold, then you can write bold letter B to the tag. Bold B. Then next is italic tag. If you want to represent the text in italic format, you can use italic tag. Then next is underline tag. That means if you want to apply an underline below the text, you can use which tag? Underline tag using the letter U. Then next is strikeout tag. Strikeout tag means it puts a line right to the center of the text. Next is superscript tag. So you can make a superscript for the equation. You can use which tag? Superscript tag, and it is represented using the letter SUP. Then next is subscript. If you want to make a subscript for the equation, you can use subscript tag. So its letter SUB. Then next is paragraph. We know paragraph means type the text continuously without pressing the enter key. So this can make easily using a tag that is letter P. Then next is center tag. Center tag makes everything in between the tags centered. That means in the middle of the page. Then font tag. In font tag it includes 3 attributes: font size, font color, font face. Font size that is N varies from 1 to 7. Then font face, you can use the type of the font. Then next is line break tag. Line break tag means you can break the line using this tag that is represented using BR. Then next is horizontal rule tag represented HR. Horizontal rule tag and line break tag are empty tag. That means does not contain an end tag. So other type of tag is called container tag. So these are the things we have discussed today. So today's class ends here. Thank you.